At their height, the Philistines stood as the great power of the southern Levant. By the 11th and 10th centuries BCE, the Philistines were no longer just newcomers from the sea. They had become firmly rooted as a Mediterranean powerhouse. Their strength centered on the Pentapolis: Gaza, Ashkelon, Ashdod, Ekron, and Gath. These cities were more than just strongholds. They were advanced urban centers filled with palaces, temples, and marketplaces buzzing with trade. Their architecture reflected a fusion of Aegean styles: stone walls, columned halls, and painted pottery, with local Canaanite traditions, forging a distinct Philistine identity. Archaeologists have uncovered massive temple complexes dedicated to gods like Dagon and Ashtoreth, where sacrifices, feasts, and rituals united city and king under divine authority. Economically, the Philistines were innovators. At Ekron, archaeologists discovered one of the largest industrial olive oil production centers of the ancient world. Over 100 olive presses capable of producing millions of liters of oil. This was not for local use alone. It fueled vast trade networks, sending oil, wine, and crafted goods across the Mediterranean. Their cities minted wealth, not just from conquest, but from commerce. Militarily, the Philistines were feared. They were among the earliest in the region to master iron technology, producing weapons superior to the bronze blades of their neighbors. Their warriors wielded iron swords, spears, and arrowheads, and their blacksmiths guarded their craft as a state secret. Their armies were also organized, with chariot divisions that thundered across the open plains, crushing tribal resistance and intimidating rival kingdoms. The Philistines appear in the Hebrew Bible not just as enemies but as overlords, demanding tribute, capturing cities, and even seizing the Ark of the Covenant, a symbol of their dominance. Legends remember their champions, Goliath of Gath being the most famous, giant warriors who embodied Philistine might. But their culture was not only about war. Feasts filled with bread, beer, and wine, decorated pottery with intricate geometric designs, and a flourishing of music and rituals show a society that valued both pleasure and piety. At their peak, the Philistines were a Mediterranean superpower, balancing trade, war, and culture. They stood as rivals to Israel, to Egypt, and even as a thorn in the side of mighty Assyria. But no empire lasts forever, and beyond the horizon, greater powers were rising, waiting to challenge the Sea People's heirs. Follow for more history.